Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Doug.Show. My name's Doug Cunnington, and in this episode, I'm going to talk about link building just a little bit. This is one of those very short episodes where I'm just going to get straight to the point. And side note, before I do start talking about link building, I'm sitting out here in the St. Vrain Park area, and I'm surrounded by picnic tables, and there's some trees around, not a ton of trees, but there's mountains behind me. I'm actually recording this for YouTube, so if you're just listening to the episode, you can't see the background, but there's some nice mountains behind me. I am using the little GoPro that I have, so it's very far back, and I know you can't see the mountains, but it looks awesome in person. It's the time of year where it's pretty good temperatures down here in the foothills, but in the mountains there's a lot of snow and it just looks beautiful. It's a little bit breezy, but I'm going to keep it kind of brief because I was out here writing a little bit. I've been journaling a little bit more, and I've been out here for a bit. And funny thing, I drank this kind of big cup of coffee here, and I got to pee, so this is going to be a pretty quick one. It is spawned by something that I've heard about a few times. I've actually had pretty decent luck with this myself, but as I've talked to Christy in the case study in 2021, and actually all the work that she was doing on her website beforehand, and then I've talked to Ariel, and about 2 to 3 other people have emailed me about this. So basically, if you want backlinks, my advice for you right now is generally don't ask for the backlinks. You're probably going to get the best backlinks if you spend some time networking. And the specific example that I'll give is reaching out to people on social media, in whatever social media format or platform you want to approach, wherever your niche is most active. You can go to people or companies or anyone with a platform that is hopefully not your direct competitor and contact them. You can probably share something of theirs. You can feature them in a roundup in some capacity and generally network with them. Again, the point here is not to ask for anything early on. You're just building the relationship, and hopefully it is genuine. Because if you try to do things for people for a couple weeks and then you're sort of formulaically trying to ask for something, they're going to figure that out pretty quick. They're going to see that you've done a couple things and then you're asking for something right away. So don't do that. Really think about the long-term situation here, and you're going to be better off. Again, it's worked out really well for Christy. In the last update, or a very recent update with Christy, she mentioned that she actually landed a copywriting contract worth like $30,000 to $40,000 in 2022, and she's just on a monthly retainer. She's getting thousands of dollars per month because she made the contact with someone on social media. They slowly built a relationship. She realized that they had a need for a copywriter and sort of pitched the idea, and it worked out great. That's the biggest, most mature relationship that I've heard develop. But I've heard from, again, several other people where they've reached out on social media. Sometimes, I mentioned if you can contact someone who's not a direct competitor, that's pretty good. But you could even work with direct competitors. I mean, me, for example, with Niche Site Project, there's a lot of other people with courses. We kind of sell the same sort of thing. And I have promoted other people's courses. I think some people are a little bit more hesitant to do that, but we still collaborate in different ways. But the fact is, I know personally, when I've purchased courses, I will buy courses from multiple places. Like, I want to learn everything that I can. And I know other people are the same way. So people that invest in courses and education, they tend to do that over and over again. So I know it's usually not it's not the worst thing in the world if I get someone in my audience, maybe you, for example, if I say, hey, you know what, maybe this other person's course is a little bit better for you because it hits the points that you're looking for, or maybe you like them better, or you like their education style better, or something like that. And it's not personal, right? And maybe it's better off if you end up taking a course and learning something, and you appreciate the fact that I sent you over to the place where you can learn exactly what you're looking for. So all that to say, if you're looking for links these days, you're probably better off building a relationship and not asking for links right away. Those things could come in the future. You could end up with better opportunities. And overall, when you peel back everything, I'm just saying, hey, go out there and build relationships and see where it leads in the future. It may be somewhere that you don't expect. It could be a partnership in the future. Hell, if you do approach one of your competitors and you have a good working relationship, or at least maybe not even in a public facing way, but if you have a good relationship, it may be an acquisition in the future, right? Maybe they buy you out. Maybe you buy them out because you're on good speaking terms versus, just pure competitors. Or maybe it ends up being a partnership in some capacity, not a competition where you're trying to, crush your competition. It's just, hey, it's a big market. There's a lot of people in the world. You don't have to view it that way. So I'm curious if you have any thoughts on that. I know it can be effective to send out a lot of emails and just try to get those links. I gotta say, when I hear from a lot of people via email, via comments, when they are sending out emails in that way, they're like, everyone wants money for a guest post. I don't even know if these links are going to work, blah, blah, blah. So it's unclear if those are really effective. Generally, if you're building those relationships, those links end up being pretty good, and your competitors can't just go and replicate and say, hey, I've built a better resource for this topic. Why don't you link to me instead of this other site, which is out of date? I don't know. Those are my thoughts on it. But shoot me an email, feedback@Doug.Show. If you have done this, I'll be very interested to hear how it's worked out for you. And I'd love to hear from people that disagree. If you're like, hey, Doug, you're full of shit, and I think that's a bad idea. If you want links, you got to ask for it. I'd be curious to hear from you as well. And potentially I'd feature you in the, counterpoint for this. So thanks for checking out this episode. I got to find a bathroom around here. I really got to pee. So, all right, have a great day out there. I'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you so much for listening to The Doug Show. I really do appreciate it. I mean, I'm just sitting here at my computer recording stuff, and you're listening to it, and I think that's awesome. If you enjoy the show and you know someone who maybe would be interested in it, please let them know. I think it would be fantastic if you help spread the word. If you are not signed up for the Niche Site Project email list, well, you're in luck. All you have to do is go to nichesiteproject.com, click the green button, enter your name and email address, and I'll send you a bunch of cool stuff about affiliate marketing, productivity, including all my templates. If you happen to not be subscribed to this podcast, please do subscribe, and don't forget, I welcome your questions. So you could send your emails to feedback@Doug.Show. I got that really cool domain, Doug.Show, that's it. So feedback@Doug.Show, or I'm going to leave my voicemail number in the show notes. So all you have to do is give me a buzz, leave a voicemail, and then I'll potentially put you on the air. So looking forward to it, and we'll catch you next time.